I made over $100,000 profit my first 10 months on Amazon FBA, and in this video, we're gonna go inside Marshall's and I'm gonna give you a full step-by-step walkthrough on everything you need to know to get started with Amazon FBA retail arbitrage as quick as possible. I'm gonna give you guys everything you need to know to get started: how to analyze products, how to find products, what products sell best, how to send products off to Amazon, how to get ungated, how much money you need. Stick around through this entire video and take notes. It's gonna put you guys on a ton of game. So to start off, you might be wondering, what actually is Amazon retail arbitrage? It is the act of going into stores like Marshall's or the Nike outlet, grocery outlet, the Adidas outlet, Kohl's, and finding discounted name brand products like Adidas, like Under Armour, like Puma, like Lego, that sell for a profit on Amazon, then purchasing the products and sending them off in bulk to the Amazon FBA warehouse where they handle the rest. And when a customer buys one of your units, Amazon sends it directly to them for you. So you ship it off in bulk to their warehouse and they handle the rest, fulfilling the orders through Amazon Prime. That's how they're able to provide such a fantastic customer experience, is because they house your inventory for you on the warehouses you see off the side of the highway, and they handle the rest. So when a lot of people think of Amazon FBA, they try to start selling the wrong way. They try to do either private label, where you buy cheap crap from China and try to build a brand. That's what you see a lot of people talking about with buying this trinket for $1, selling it for $10 on Amazon, not factoring in fees, the marketing you have to spend, anything like that. That's way too expensive for beginners with private label. Or wholesale, buying products in bulk from manufacturers and distributors. That's really expensive and complicated to get started with, compared to just coming into stores and buying just a couple of a product, which is a lot less risky. You don't have to place those massive minimum order quantities. And that's why arbitrage is so much better for newer sellers, because I think it makes sense to avoid risk when you're getting going and just start small and build from there. So check this out. So this product here, this has a suggested retail of 40, but it's here at Marshall's for only 15 bucks. So that's a pretty big difference, and there's a sign that there might be some profit there. Scanning this in with SellerAmp, we can see buying for 14, selling for 25 on Amazon, only $1.80 profit and a 13% ROI, so that's not gonna make sense. And the sales rank on this product is too high. It's a 600K sales rank. As a beginner, you primarily wanna stay below like a 150,000 sales rank. Yeah, similar deal on this one. Buying for 17, selling for 30, only $1 profit per unit. Gonna pass on that guy for sure. This one's actually gonna be good here. Check this out. So we're here at $14.99 right here, and then we can go ahead and hit this. So $14.99 into 31, $4 profit. That's not quite good. That's very close though. However, what we want to do in this case is scroll down here, and we can actually see the value over time and that the competition's dropping on this product. So there's a very good chance the price actually goes up. And if this ends up hitting like, 33 or something like that, then we're making a nice $6 profit per unit. And remember guys, that's after sales tax, shipping to Amazon, everything like that. So a product like this is pretty close to being good, and you always want to take a look at those charts. Nike shit down here, ooh, 10 bucks here. We got the red clearance sticker. Always a good sign when you see the red clearance sticker. They got it additionally marked down. So like this item here, $40 retail. We're picking it up for only 10 bucks today. Let's give this a scan and see if it makes sense here. Bingo. Okay, check this out. Here we go. So yeah, $10 cost here into 27, $7 profit per unit. Now the sales rank's high on this product, however, there is 100 estimated sales per month. So what we wanna do from here is take a look at the Keepa chart and see if there's actually movement, because sales rank can be misleading sometimes, and you need to look at the Keepa chart here. So let's scroll down here, and we can see, interestingly enough, if we take a look at the month long here, there's nice movement of offer count, which is the competition here, and the price is nice and stable. So I'm confident with something. Even though the sales rank's high, the profit's still good. So this is a winning product right here, and this is an easy 15 bucks profit, and we'll have to take a look and see if there's any more units of this, or we could even ask in the back as well. So occasionally you're gonna run into examples where the barcode doesn't scan. What you can do when that happens, see nothing pops up, is you can manually search in the title with SellerAmp, although typically I'll just pass on products like this. So one of the most popular questions I get from beginners is what products actually sell best. And the cool thing is, because you're just scanning products with SellerAmp, it's gonna tell you what has good demand on Amazon, and that's primarily gonna be driven by the metric of sales rank, which is how fast a product sells compared to other products in its category. So as a beginner, you wanna stay below 150,000 sales rank specifically, right? And the lower the sales rank, the better. So a 10K sales rank sells better than a 50K sales rank, which sells much better than a 100K sales rank, so on and so forth. So the cool thing is, you're not doing any guesswork. Sure, big brands tend to do best, brands you recognize, but all you're doing is scanning name brand products, and then SellerAmp's gonna tell you how fast those products sell. So for example, we're gonna go scan a backpack right now. This looks really cheap here, only 13 bucks. Kind of surprised the MSRP is pretty low on this as well at 30 bucks. Let's give this a scan and see what we got here. So I'm sure you're wondering, how do you actually tell what products are good? And that's gonna be using the SellerAmp app, which is our product research tool. You can try it completely free on our website, selleramp.com. All you need to do is download the mobile app and go ahead and scan a barcode right here, and then it's gonna immediately tell you what it sells for on Amazon. So like the estimated sales, the sales rank, and then the profit, including shipping fees, everything like that. So SellerAmp's what we'll be using in this video to show you how good or not good a product is, and it's how I run the entire retail arbitrage business off of here. So you definitely wanna make sure you're using SellerAmp. Interesting. So once again, another high sales rank, which I wouldn't expect on a product like this, but at 13, not quite good. We would lose $2 per unit, minus 20% ROI, so that is the exact opposite of the stuff we want to sell. 20 bucks into 34 here, so that is not gonna work right there. Yeah, 20 cents profit, so definitely not something we can pay the bills with. A really important note is, as a beginner, you're obviously gonna have no muscle for what a good product is and isn't, so that's why it's so important to go out and just scan as many things as possible. You probably have a Nike out nearby, you probably have a Marshall's, a grocery outlet, Ross. Go in anywhere there's name brand products and scan as many things as you can, and you start to get a good sense of what the market is on different products. So we're filming this in May, and these backpacks are 25 bucks here. If we go ahead and give these guys a scan right here with SellerAmp, we can see at $25 cost, they're currently going for 38. That's not profitable. However, the cool thing is the market changes on products throughout the year. So if we take a look at the year-long chart here in SellerAmp, we can see that last August, the value was pretty consistently above 50 there. It even touched 62 in the buy box there. So at 62 here, into 25, at one point, this was a really, really good ROI, like 14 bucks profit and a 57% ROI right there per unit. So it's really important to note that not all products sell the same year round, and stuff like backpacks, soccer gear, and school supplies, once we get into July and August, are gonna sell significantly better. And back to school is a massive time for Amazon sellers every single year. It's one of the top months the entire year. A couple years ago when I was just getting started, I sold over $100,000 in 2 weeks during back to school. So demand goes absolutely crazy. So some important stuff you need to know for back to school is it really kicks off in early July, and it peaks between August 1st and August 20th. There's also some other important dates in there, like the 4th of July, there's gonna be a ton of online arbitrage sales and retail arbitrage sales, as well as mid-July, typically Amazon does their Prime Day, and every retailer wants to compete with them, so they run sales as well. It's a ton of opportunity to buy more profitable inventory then, right? And there's also in late July and early August, there's sales tax holidays, which you should look up on Google and see if your state has one. Opportunities to save additional percentages off, avoiding sales tax costs. And on the topic of sales tax, another gem for you guys is when you're doing retail arbitrage, you can also get what's called a reseller certificate through your state, otherwise known as a sales tax permit, which is gonna let you avoid sales tax. So if you're in California, for example, depending on where you live, you might pay 10% sales tax for buying this backpack, so it'd really be 27. However, if you get a reseller certificate from your state, you can avoid that sales tax. And so that's why I'm not factoring in sales tax into my decisions today, because I have a reseller certificate. That's gonna be really helpful for retail arbitrage at most places. It's gonna be required for wholesale purchases if you want to build a wholesale business model. And for online arbitrage, it's gonna be useful in some places, specifically Walmart online arbitrage, they allow it. If you look up Walmart tax exempt, you'll see how to sign up for that. So get a sales tax permit. Another gem that's really helpful on top of a sales tax permit is using discounted gift cards, which is really helpful for retail and online arbitrage specifically. Basically, the idea is if you can get like 5 to 10% off extra, purchasing a discounted gift card for like 100 bucks value at Adidas, you buy it for 92, that 8% goes straight to your bottom line. CardBear and TopCashBack are really good places to buy gift cards. And even if you buy e-gift cards online, you can still typically give them the gift card numbers at checkout, which is gonna help you get products cheaper. So on top of sales tax permit, talking to employees, figuring out when they have additional stuff getting marked down, that's a major hack for retail arbitrage as well. Discounted gift cards is great for retail arbitrage and for online arbitrage. Quick interruption from the video, guys. Want to let you guys know that every other Wednesday I host completely free live trainings. It's by far the best hour of free content you're ever going to see about starting and scaling your Amazon business. Check that out, the link in the description, going over everything you need to get going with Amazon Arbitrage. Tons of details you're not going to specifically see in this video just because I don't have time. We have time to go in detail on those free trainings. So every other Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, would love to see you at the free live masterclass. So check that out. Right back into the video. So it's as simple as just scanning the barcode and let SellerAmp tell you what's good here. So for example, something like this actually didn't scan up right here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna type in, let's see, Nike kids socks 12 to 24, and we'll see if anything pops up here. Let's see. They're only $8. I think they retail for 16. Yeah, so something like this here. Is this actually a 6-pack? Yeah, I believe it is. Okay, check this out. Yeah, here we go, guys. So this is an awesome product here. So we can see here. Oops, let's get to the Amazon, the SellerAmp right here. So we can see, buying this guy for 8 right here. 6-pack of socks, selling for $30 on Amazon. Almost looks even too good to be true, honestly, but this is y'all see it is a 6-pack right there, 12 to 24. 12 to 24 there, $11 profit a unit, phenomenal right here. We got, you know, $55 profit chilling right here. They might even have some other ones. So this is a perfect example of a winning product, and it's really important to not just quit if it doesn't scan the barcode immediately. We looked up the title there. This ended up being a banger product right here. And so another thing I'm sure some of you guys are wondering as you're looking through this, how many do you buy when you find a winning product? And truth be told, if you're a beginner, you want to test super, super light, right? It's like something like this, just a couple units. It's $40 risk with the potential upside and proven sales history of it being nice and profitable. But obviously, you're probably starting out on low capital. I started out on low capital, and you can start out just buying a couple of different products, especially if you're planning on selling them merchant fulfilled. But over time, you're gonna increase those purchase quantities as you build confidence and capital. So something like this here, $8 into 18, right? So we can see $3 profit into 40% ROI. The interesting thing is this actually doesn't have a sales rank, which a lot of beginners automatically avoid. However, there can be some gems which for whatever reason Amazon's not displaying a sales rank for. So what you want to do is scroll down here and take a look at the Keepa and see if this is actually moving by taking a look at seeing if the offer count's going up and down. In this case, it totally is. However, the offer count's shooting up currently, so there's a good chance the price is going to start tanking down. So this is something we would want to avoid even though it's profitable, so you need to be digging into that data on SellerAmp to make sure it actually sells well. $8 right here into 16, so this is not good, and we can see a little bit lower velocity as well. We're pretty high competition here, 43 offers. However, a question I get all the time is what's like the set product research criteria? How much competition is too much competition, for example? What you want to do as a beginner, if you're taking notes at home, stay below 150,000 rank for the most part, unless the Keepa chart looks really good. $3 profit per unit minimum, 30% ROI minimum, maybe a little bit higher depending on the type of product. If it's a grocery product, you can go lower. People don't really return grocery products at all. And then you want to take a look at the Keepa and make sure that the price is either stable or going up, and the competition, the bottom chart, is either stable or going down, but you do want to see it going up and down so that you know that this product actually moves here, right? So even though this isn't necessarily a winner, if this was, 22, this would be good because we can see movement in the offer count, hits the profit criteria, hits the ROI criteria. This one doesn't, for example, though, but that's the basic criteria you want to be using when you're starting out doing product research, and then you're going to build your own criteria over time. Know what some of you guys are thinking that are watching this video? Great, Miles, you're able to scan Adidas and Lego products and Under Armour stuff, and you're able to sell those, but I can't because I'm gated. However, if you stick around to the end of this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how, even as a complete beginner from scratch, you can get ungated really easily, just getting invoices for stuff. And there's gonna be lots of stuff you can get auto ungated in as well. So I wanna make sure everyone knows that you can literally do that this week, even if you're a complete beginner. And if you're unfamiliar with what ungating is, it's basically Amazon wants to avoid people selling fakes on their platform, so they make you prove that what you're buying is legit. Stick around to the end of the video, I'll show you that it's easy to get that done and that you shouldn't worry about it. There's probably some people in the comments complaining about, even if we're just a couple minutes into this video. Check that out, I'll put you guys on. So at the end of the day, guys, what types of products you sell really don't matter at all. I do want to fill you in on the pros and cons of some different niches though. So clothing specifically, clothing is really easy for beginners because there's a lot of really big brands. Under Armour, Puma, Adidas, etc. There's a ton of big brands, so it's really easy to go ahead and get one unlocked, and then you can sell tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of different products. There's also seasonally different clothing. Obviously, hoodies do best during winter, slides and stuff and shorts do best during summer, for example. So clothing and sporting goods, we can see bags, backpacks can be doing well during back to school. I consider those kind of one category together. The pros are how big the brands are, so you don't have to worry about like IP issues and stuff like that, and just how accessible and how high and in demand it is. The cons are that sometimes people return them a little bit more than other types of products. However, typically that's not a big issue if you're putting the ROI criteria you need. Pet supplies and grocery products are really good because people pretty much never return them. The cons are that shipping can be a little bit expensive because of how heavy this type of stuff can be. The nice thing is that there's not really online arbitrage competition for this stuff. It's pretty much only retail arbitrage and wholesale. So getting out here and scanning stuff at Marshalls and Petco, Grocery Outlet, and Ollie's can be a great opportunity for grocery products and pet supply stuff. Special caveat for this kind of stuff is always look up multi-packs as well. So if you're at Ollie's scanning something and it's close on a 1-pack, manually type in on SellerAmp and see if you can find a 2 or a 3 or a 4-pack for it. There's typically tons of money in that kind of stuff with a lot less competition. The shoe category is another really good niche you can find really high profit margins in. It is the niche that does have the highest return rates. Luckily though, as an Amazon seller, you can sell all different types of products at one time, even in one store like this. Like we just walked around, scanned hundreds of all types of different products as well. So the shoe niche is really good. It has variations. It's confusing for new sellers. It's dominated by different ones. The way you tell the performance of different sizes, you just look at the Keepa chart for each when you scan them. And with SellerAmp right here, so shoes is really good. Return rates, a little bit annoying. Not a problem though if you're doing high enough ROI. However, you do need to make sure they have the box lids, which they're not always gonna at stores like Marshalls and Ross. So you can make money selling all different types of stuff on Amazon, like candles, whatever. However, how much money do you actually need to get started? So it's a question I get super often all the time. I didn't have a lot of money when I got started. Truth be told, to get going with retail arbitrage, all you really need is a SellerAmp subscription, which is $20 a month. You can get a free trial on our website, selleramp.com. You don't even need an Amazon account to start with SellerAmp. You should get one, obviously, because the products you're gonna buy, you're gonna sell. Truth be told, I say start with between like $500 or $1,000 for retail arbitrage and online arbitrage. Ideally a couple grand, but start with whatever you got, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if you had a bunch of good products to buy and we're having a lot of fun selling them out really quick, you'll find the money to buy it. All right, if you're watching this video, there's a very good chance you can't guard me on the basketball court. Kidding. But yeah, $14.99 here. Something like this is, yeah, we lose $7 profit unit. However, we take a look at the Keepa here. I bet this was profitable over time. Yeah, there's been times where this is buy boxed at like, yeah, like 37 and such right there. So we can pay 15 bucks. Yeah, $38 buy box. Right, that's the interesting thing is stuff can ebb and flow so much, and you have this data here. Right, it's like, oh, even at 38, it's not profitable just because of how expensive it is. Interestingly enough though, this is dominated by FBM sellers. So I assume, yeah, so this doesn't actually weigh 1.78 pounds. So because looks like the weight's probably incorrect on this on Amazon, merchant fulfilling significantly more cost effective for this type of product. So how does FBM and FBA differ? So FBM, you send the product directly to the customer. FBA, you send the products in bulk to the Amazon warehouse. So you put like a bunch of these backpacks together. We're gonna show you guys how to send products out in this video as well. So something like this, typically products that are really good to FBM are like backpacks during July or toys during Q4 when it's a little bit more of a finite seasonal type of product here. But something like this, you know, we're in May filming this and this is dominated by FBM sellers. So this would be a great chance to sell this product to FBM a lot quicker and not have to worry about it checking into FBA. So if you're a new seller, consider doing some FBM as well if you're on listings that you can see other people FBMing on. The nice thing is you can do both, even in the same store. You can do both, even on the same product, which is something I use a ton during back to school in Q4. Oh. You drop something, you know, always put it back where it needs to be and everything, right? We're respectful shoppers here, right? You know, we work with these stores to make lots of money, so you want to make sure you make their life easier as well. Oh, shit. Boom, yeah, okay, yeah, this is a good one right here. Check this out. So we got 15 bucks right here, $14.99. Here we can see $5 profit, 38% ROI, and this sells really well too, 42K rank. So I want to find as many of these as possible. This is a really, really good product. Don't sleep on these. Retail at 35, selling for 15. Holy crap. Okay, this is the best product we found all day here. Interesting. So yeah, 21K rank right here, and we're picking it up for 15 bucks, $14.99, moving at 50 on Amazon. $20 profit, 100% ROI, and now we just need to make sure that this product's actually done well over time. Take a look at the chart down here and we can see, yeah, this product has, interestingly enough, been hanging out there, you know, at, in the buy box there, like, you know, yeah, 35 and such, right? So even if it doesn't end up selling for 50 at 35, like that's totally cool at $7 profit and a 50% ROI. Not bad right there whatsoever. So even though that wasn't necessarily selling for 50, we could see over time there was a lot of history at like 35, which was still totally profitable, and that's why it's so important to dig into the data with SellerAmp. So that's everything you need to know to get started with retail arbitrage. Just had a really good session at Marshall's. Also want to show you guys in a sec how you actually send products off to the Amazon warehouse. I'm sure some of you guys are wondering, why didn't you actually buy any of the winning products you found? And that's because if I show you guys the exact products I'm selling, it sacrifices the integrity of my Amazon account. I'm primarily doing online arbitrage, buying from Kohl's, Dick's Sporting Goods, Nike, etc. And if you guys know exactly what I'm selling, you can go out and sell those exact products. So for obvious reasons, not gonna show you guys the exact products I'm buying. Let's go ahead and show you how to send products off to Amazon, because I know some of you guys are worried about that, and how to get ungated. For whatever reason, a lot of beginners struggle with the idea of shipping products off to the Amazon warehouse and are just confused about how it works and everything like that. So I want to tell you everything you need to know with that right here. So the nice thing is when you list your products via Amazon Seller Central, Amazon's actually going to tell you what warehouse they're going to be sent to after you tell them the amounts, and you can even send multiple different products in the same box. Shipping products via FBM, if it's below 1 pound, it tends to be USPS. If it's above 1 pound, it tends to be UPS. You're going to buy shipping through Amazon regardless, and shipping rates to Amazon are really, really cheap, and I have them factored in on my SellerAmp calculator already at 70 cents per pound. So all the numbers you saw in this video, we're after shipping, fees, sales tax, and everything. In terms of supplies you need, I like using boxes from online arbitrage orders, just reusing them, or getting these big boxes from Home Depot and Walmart. For FBM orders, I like using boxes from Walmart, smaller ones shipping directly to the customer, or poly mailers from Amazon in 9x12 or 12x15. You're gonna need these FN SKU labels as well for shipping products to FBA. You don't need them for FBM orders. You're probably gonna be doing both though, so you should get some of these. These are nice and easy. Just search Amazon FBA FN SKU, FN SKU labels on Amazon. You'll see the ones that pop up. They're nice and affordable. You're gonna need shipping labels, which is what's gonna go on the boxes. These are actually free from the UPS website, which is insanely clutch. So if you Google UPS free shipping supplies, you can get a bunch of free labels like this. If you search USPS free shipping supplies, USPS also has some priority mailboxes completely free on their website, which are good for the occasional FBM order, and a fancy label printer. So when I got started, I didn't have enough money for these. This is the Rollo, which I really like in all its glory. The Polono is really good as well. You can get that on Amazon. However, when I got started, I didn't have a lot of cash, so I was just going into my college library actually and printing stuff out there for like super, super cheap basically. So if there's a will, there's a way. You don't need to get a fancy printer from day one, but you can definitely get it if you have a little bit higher of a budget. Don't overcomplicate shipping stuff to Amazon, guys. It's really easy. All you're doing is putting the labels on each product, polybagging with polybags from Amazon if needed. For FBM orders, you're just putting the label on the box. Nice and easy, buy and ship with the Amazon. Don't overcomplicate it. And like promised, getting ungated isn't hard in 2024. All you need to do to get, like, say, Adidas unlocked, for example, is go to ASOS or soccer.com, find a cheap Adidas product, purchase 10 of them, Adidas hats, Adidas socks, that's also listed on Amazon. Then you're immediately gonna get an order confirmation email. That's what you're gonna submit to Amazon as your invoice. The nice thing is, you don't need to overthink that, guys. I also have a full ungating tutorial, which I'm gonna leave right here. That also has a big list of auto ungate products as well. So even if you're a new seller, you can go ahead and check out that video right there and get auto ungated in a bunch of products really, really easy, as well as see a full ungating tutorial too. Dropping a ton more free game on the channel this year, so make sure you subscribe. And I also have a free course I'll leave up here as well. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.